Let's be honest, the minivan is the ultimate cheat code for practical driving. Forget the stereotypes. If you want to haul serious cargo or the whole crew without bankrupting yourself, this is the way to go. Why pay a premium for a new car when you can snag a top-rated used model for thousands less? We've gathered the absolute best used minivans that prove value is king. Just remember, a great deal requires homework. Always grab a history report and pay for that pre-purchase inspection so you don't buy a lemon. Ready to see which vans rule the used market? Let's dive in. First up, the Volkswagen ID.Buzz. Yes, it's electric. Yes, it's a minivan. And yes, it's the only one like it on the market. This retro-futuristic van turns heads everywhere it goes. Now, fair warning, used models still sit above 50 grand, but that's a solid 10,000 less than new. The range? 231 to 234 miles, depending on whether you go rear drive or all-wheel drive. Not exactly road trip champion territory, but more than enough for your daily grind. And here's the bonus, it actually drives well. For a minivan, this thing has personality. Retro styling meets modern tech, and honestly, it's kind of a vibe. Next, the Toyota Sienna. If reliability is your religion, Toyota is your church, and the Sienna is the minivan that delivers. Here's the move. Stick with 2021 or newer models. Why? Because that's when Toyota went full hybrid, boosting efficiency to a seriously impressive 35 to 36 mpg combined. Plus, the styling got a major glow-up. But here's the kicker. Older Siennas from 2011 to 2020 have this weird quirk where the steering column is slightly off-center. Sounds minor, right? Until you're on a road trip and your entire body is suddenly twisted like a pretzel. Once you notice it, you can't unnotice it. So yeah, save yourself the chiropractor bills and go for the newer gen. Toyota's legendary resale value means it holds its worth, but trust us, the upgrade is worth every penny. Let's talk about the Kia Carnival. It took Kia nearly 2 decades to properly crack the minivan code, but when they finally ditched the Sedona for the Carnival in 2022, they absolutely nailed it. This is the van that proved sliding doors can actually look handsome. Dare we say even SUV-like? It's finally a serious contender against the segment heavyweights. Here's the play. You've got the standard V6 gas models, or if you're hunting for a used 2025 or newer, you can snag the hybrid. Now be aware, the hybrid isn't quite as quick off the line as the V6, but the trade-off is worth it. You're looking at up to 33 mpg combined. That is a massive 10 mpg jump over the gas version. It might be a little slower, but your wallet will thank you at the pump. If you still care about driving dynamics, yes, even in a minivan, then the Honda Odyssey is the one you want. It's basically the driver's car of the segment. We recommend aiming for a 2018 or newer model so you get all the modern creature comforts along with the fun. Despite its boxy, slab-sided look, this thing handles with surprising agility. It doesn't just float down the road like a boat. Under the hood, you've got a 3.5-liter V6. Now, a quick heads up, it's not exactly overflowing with low-end torque, so you might have to rev it out a bit to get moving quickly. But honestly, that's not a bad thing, because this engine sounds genuinely sweet when you let it sing. You're looking at about 22 mpg combined, which isn't breaking any records, but for a van that actually communicates with the driver, it's a trade-off we're willing to make. And last but definitely not least, the Chrysler Pacifica. Chrysler basically invented the minivan game back in the 80s, and the Pacifica pros, they still know how to play it. We're looking at 2017 models and newer for the best value. Is it perfect? Maybe not. Competitors have caught up in tech and polish, but here's the ace up its sleeve: stow and go seating. The second and third rows fold completely flat into the floor. No heavy lifting, no storing seats in the garage, just a massive flat cargo van in seconds. And here's the mic drop. It's the only one in its class that offers a plug-in hybrid option. You can cruise over 30 miles on pure electric power before using a drop of gas. Just a heads up though, you lose the second row folding trick with the hybrid battery, but for that kind of efficiency, we think it's a fair trade.